150 million Ghana cedis was allocated to fight against galamsey.
And I trust the soldiers will do that.
The question here is that, based on this progress, is it worth celebrating? Is this an achievement at all?
What the president and this government is saying is that we are going into this year very sure that
at the time where His Excellency John Dramani Mahama met the CSOs, he stated it clearly.
Instead of using them to kill us, we believe the Ministry of Agric is going to use to feed us.
They need to get them a bigger allocation for this fight against galamsey.
The Minister of Finance will give a much bigger allocation to this fight against galamsey.
Every youth that will be employed to do that will be given an amount of 1,500 cedis per month. And so if you ask me about this money that has been allocated for the fight against galamsey, these are some of the things that will be done. But then again, I also encourage or ask the government that there will be mercury and all that on the pump. What are the cleaning process for these pumps that is going to be given to the agriculture sector?
These pumps will be put to good use. The last one you gave us, we shared it amongst non-mining communities. And this is the same one we are going to give to the non-mining communities across the country.
When you listen carefully to Honorable John Dumelo, he stated that even as at the time they went to give the 900 pumps to the farmers, they were asking for more.
Initially, you gave us 900 water pumps, seized water pumps. Now this is 230. We hope and pray that you give us more.
They are going to change from small scale to medium scale.
We are helping you with the right licenses to mine responsibly. We are even changing the categories from small scale to medium scale.
Get the right procedure in doing this mining. If you ask me, this is a step in the right direction. Let us see how it is going to end. So far, seeing how we are still on the fight against galamsey. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama vows to end galamsey. He has stated it clearly that he will never give up on the fight against galamsey. We have seen how NIOMOS is always on the galamsey side, stopping this galamsey. And as promised by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, all those that were engaged in attacking the EPA and then the media personalities, they were going to find them and then deal with them. And we have seen that too as well. And just recently, on Thursday, during the budget hearing, 150 million Ghana cedis was allocated to fight against galamsey.
We are helping you with the right licenses to mine responsibly. We are even changing the categories from small scale to medium scale. We are transforming our laws in the mining sector. We reach out to you with the olive branch. But this is our message. If you don't listen, you'll be hit so hard you won't believe it. And I trust the soldiers will do that. And in this budget, they've allocated 150 million to this fight. And I think it's a message. What the president and this government is saying is that we are going into this year very sure that for those who have decided that they want to destroy our water bodies and forests, get ready, we are coming after you.
And then also we have seen the minister giving out pumps that were seized from the galamseyers to the Agric Ministry to support the agriculture sector.
To raid our environment, our forests, our water resources, for the activities that are killing all of us. And as part of the effort, not too long ago, about 900 water pumps were handed over to the Ministry of Agric to be distributed to our farmers. I'm happy that this afternoon, thanks to the hard work of the NIMOS team. We have 230 water pumps. These water pumps are going to be handed over instead of using them to kill us. We believe the Ministry of Agric is going to use to feed us, to make us healthy. And so we are very happy to be here.
Now, so many questions have been raised in terms of the 150 million Ghana cedis allocated for the fight against galamsey, and then also the pumps that have been seized and have been given to the agriculture sector. Now, the question here is that based on this progress, is it worth celebrating? Is this an achievement at all? As we go on, you will tell from this video if this 150 Ghana cedis that has been allocated to fight against galamsey, and also so far the progress they have made, is it an achievement and is it worth celebrating? We'll get to know at the end of the video. Now, talking of the budget, which is about 150 million Ghana cedis. Now, questions like, is it not too much for the fight against galamsey? Now, at the time where His Excellency John Dramani Mahama met the CSOs, he stated it clearly that he was going to ask the Minister of Finance to allocate or to give a much bigger allocation for this fight against galamsey.
If you send troops and station them permanently to guard the forest reserves, we must feed them, we must provide them with fuel, we must give them vehicles and all the logistics they need to be able to do that. And so that links up with Franklin's question about budget. We need a substantially bigger budget than we have currently to be able to win this war. Happily, budget hearings have started. The budget for next year is going to be presented to Parliament, and my expectation is that the Minister of Finance will give a much bigger allocation to this fight against galamsey.
At the time where they started this fight against galamsey, where the national security went to the forest reserves, and they stopped most of the people destroying the forest reserves, they had to, after that, they delivered everything to the forest reserves executives, and then it was handed over to the forest guards to guard the place. But they do not have the capacity to stop the galamseyers from coming back again. And so they had to get national securities, troops and all that, to go and then do that. And by doing that, they'll feed them, they need to give them fuel, they need to get them vehicles and other logistics that will help them to do it properly. And so they need to get them a bigger allocation for this fight against galamsey. Now, another thing he stated clearly is that there's going to be a part where they're going to have people replanting of these greens in the forest reserves, because we all know that the forest has been destroyed. So they need to plant in more trees that will grow quickly, and also the blue water guards. And so that one too, they are going to recruit youth to do that. And by doing that, we are creating jobs and at the same time fighting against the galamsey. And at that time, he estimated that with every youth that will be employed to do that will be given an amount of 1,500 cedis per month. And so if you ask me about this money that has been allocated for the fight against galamsey, these are some of the things that will be done. But then again, I also encourage or ask the government that they should try and then give us an update of what this money is going to be used for in terms of the fight against galamsey. We need to know about it. Yes. Now, another issue too that was raised on the part of the pumps that were given to the Ministry of Agriculture Ministry, is that we know that these pumps were used for galamsey, and so therefore there will be mercury and all that on the pump. What are the cleaning process for these pumps that is going to be given to the agriculture sector for them to use to grow or water or help in the irrigation system in the agriculture sector? Because there was a time where we heard that there's some of our foodstuffs are being contaminated. And so what are some of the things that they are going to do to get this pumps free from all these contamination? Probably it is done. I'm hoping that it is done, but they need to let us know what process they went through to get it done. Because if I heard the minister clearly, they had already given them 900 pieces of pumps and they have already distributed. In that case, some were also saying that these farmers could resell these pumps to the galamseyers again, and it looks like we are going back to what we are already fighting for. But according to Honorable John Dumelo, which is the Deputy Minister of the Agriculture sector, he stated it clearly that the first set of pumps that were given to him was given to the regions without the galamsey sites, like Volta region, Greater Accra, and some part, he mentioned one part of the region. And so and OT region, yes.
These pumps will be put to good use. The last one you gave us, we shared it amongst non-mining communities. And this is the same one we are going to give to the non-mining communities across the country. So thank you so much.
And so some are also raising concerns that it should come to Central region and all that. We are hoping that, and then the Northern region. So we are hoping that it will go to all those sites. But then again, we need to know that the 900 that has been sent already, and with this current one, which is about 230 pumps, are free from any contamination, so that we don't end up saying that foods being grown are being contaminated because of these pumps. Also, another concern that was raised in terms of these pumps is that now that pumps have been given to these farmers, we do not want to hear that they have bought pumps, maybe as accounting to the government that money allocated to Agriculture Ministry, we use some in buying pumps and all that. But when you listen carefully to Honorable John Dumelo, he stated that even as at the time they went to give the 900 pumps to the farmers, they were asking for more. And so even with this 230, it's going to help in a way.
And then also to the hardworking NIMOS team. Initially, you gave us 900 water pumps, seized water pumps. This is 230. We hope and pray that you give us more. One of the objectives of our Feed Ghana program is irrigation. And irrigation, we need a lot of water pumps, especially the dry season is coming. And when you gave us the 900, most of the farmers were crying for more. And so this will definitely help them out.
So clearly, they are going to buy more pumps. And so if we should hear that they have bought, they bought pumps, we should know that the farmers were calling in for more pumps. But they, once again, I'll say it again, that they should make it clear that aside the 900 pumps that were given to them, or that in addition to the 230 pumps that were given to them, they bought more pumps. And so if we are seeing about 1,003 pumps in the accounts that they'll give us, it shouldn't be that they bought it. But then again, we would want to see more than the ones that has been donated to them, which will tell us that they really bought new pumps. You get it? But on this note, let me applaud the ministry for this collaboration. It is a good thing. After this, they seized these pumps, they did not destroy it or anything, but it's going to serve a good purpose. And I'm encouraging that it should be free from any contamination that would end up causing another problem again. And then also, I like the power and authority, the seriousness in which the minister used in speaking. According to him, the message is clear. This time around, this money that has been allocated to fight against galamsey, they are coming after these galamseyers.
For those who have decided that they want to destroy our water bodies and forest reserves, get ready. We are coming after you.
They are not leaving anybody untouched. And so be aware of this. If you are there, the NIOMOS is coming to fight against this galamsey. He has made it clear to us that there's going to be a transformation in this mining thing. They are going to change from small scale to medium scale.
We are helping you with the right licenses to mine responsibly. We are even changing the categories from small scale to medium scale.
Because the perception is that small scale miners do not have the proper equipment, they do not have the proper knowledge for this galamsey. And most of us mistake it to be galamsey. We mistake the small scale mining to be galamsey. And so they are changing it from small scale to medium scale. One will say that to what, like, it doesn't change anything, because if you are changing from small scale, it's just the name that is changing. We are hoping that the setting itself will change. And so it's not just going to be the name that will change from small scale to medium scale mining. And also he has stated that there's going to be a license. The right license will be given to the right people. And so let us take note of all this. Note that the message is clear. Recently, I saw that when these people that attacked the EPAs, when they went to pick them up, I saw how the community people were against it. If you are going to be against all these things, put a stop to the wrongdoings. Get the right procedure in doing this mining, so you don't find yourself in this situation. It's as simple as that. Ladies and gentlemen, let us take note. And so with all these, what do you think? Do you think this is an achievement and worth celebrating, that we are getting to a point where we are fighting the fight against galamsey? The fight against galamsey is standing, and we'll have a day where we say we are out of the issue of galamsey. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, because His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has told us how about 30,000 hectares of land has been destroyed. And so far, about 10,000 is going to be worked on top of the replanting, and then the blue water guard and all that, If it is successful, if the 10,000 hectare is successful, then they will extend it to the 30,000 hectares that has been destroyed. And so, ladies and gentlemen, if you ask me, this is a step in the right direction. Let us see how it is going to end. So far, seeing how the NIOMOS is working, getting this galamseyers from the sites, is a step in the right direction. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you also think about this? But so far, with the issues that have been raised on this particular issue in terms of the allocation for the fight against galamsey and then the pumps, I think we have addressed all that. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And don't forget, the name still remains Naa here on Naa Lartey TV. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.